So what kind of meal can you make with microgreens?
Hello, I'm Christy with greenlivingoffgrid.com, and I'm out here in my greenhouse where I have aquaponics system and some hydroponic systems, as well as a microgreens grow garden that I developed that has a water reserve in it so that you can water your microgreens without having to top water them. So I'm out here and we are going to harvest these microgreens, and I'm going to teach you how to make a delicious green smoothie with these microgreens that even your kids will like. Check it out.
All right, here we have all the ingredients we need for our microgreen smoothie that we're making today. We're going to be modifying a recipe from our ebook, The Green Smoothie Lifestyle, Drink Your Way to Health. And the recipe that we're going to be modifying is the romaine lettuce recipe, where we're going to be substituting the romaine lettuce and the spinach that it calls for with our microgreens. Now, in the original recipe, it calls for 1 cup of romaine lettuce and 1/2 cup of spinach, but we're going to be putting 1.5 cups of our microgreens in the place of the cup of romaine and 1/2 cup of spinach. Other substitutions to the romaine lettuce recipe we are going to make is we are going to change the 1 cup of water and put a cup of tea. We're going to be using the ginger pear white tea from Trader Joe's, but you can also substitute with any peach tea or raspberry or whatever sweeter tea, herbal tea that you have. That really helps the kids like the recipe better. It sweetens it up a little bit. And then another substitution, the recipe calls for 1/2 of a frozen banana, but we're going to be putting a full banana in that's not frozen. And my kids really don't like the celery, so we're going to substitute the 1/2 cup of celery with a full cup of frozen sliced strawberries. And going with the frozen strawberries, that takes the place of freezing a banana. So we'll put a full banana, ripe, and it'll be soft and it'll be really easy to mix up. And then at the very end of putting all of our ingredients together, we're going to throw in a cup of these sliced strawberries on top, throw the hot pear tea on top, and that all helps everything mix up and helps break down the frozen strawberries as well in the recipe. So again, we're going to follow the recipe for the most part, with the exception of a full banana instead of a half banana, a cup of pear tea instead of the cup of water that the recipe calls for. The pears themselves, we don't have any fresh pears right now, so we're going to just use this canned pear. But that recipe calls for 1 pear, so we'll be putting that in, and then of course substituting microgreens in place of the lettuce and spinach in the recipe. All right, first we add our banana, just break it up a little bit, stick it in the bottom, then our apple, and then the microgreens. I will say that this recipe is best with microgreens that are fairly bland. If you have anything spicy, I recommend the detox recipes in our Green Smoothie Lifestyle book. All right, next we're going to add our pears. All right, we'll just put these in. Now, one thing nice about the canned pears is that adds additional liquid, sweetened liquid, which helps to make things taste a little sweeter, especially for kids. And then throw in the cup of frozen strawberries, and last but not least, the pear tea. All right, now we're ready to blend this up. Okay, so we have our green smoothie done. Let's give it a taste. Well, there you go. It's done. It tastes really good. Definitely the strawberries and the pears, and of course the pear tea really enhances this. So it's delicious. Even my kids like it. So there you have a recipe to be able to use your microgreens in.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this video on how to make a green smoothie using your microgreens. If you like this recipe and you want more like it, check out our Green Smoothie Lifestyle ebook at greenlivingoffgrid.com. And while you're at it, check out our video courses. We have a number of video courses teaching you how to grow in hydroponics, in aquaponics, and organic gardening. And particularly, we have a video course on how to make a microgreens garden like you see here. So if you're interested in having a more healthy life by eating more organic and fresh produce from your own garden, check out our website at greenlivingoffgrid.com.